Germans are well known for dominating online events, but how successful were they in the farming community on Hypixel Skyblock? Today we will look at the achievements of the German farmers to find out. The first German farmer to hit rank 1 in a farming-related leaderboard was Hochlukas. Hochlukas started farming after seeing the first Potato War video. He chose to farm melons since nobody else was really farming them manually, making it easier to get to rank 1. And after a lot of farming and crafting, he was able to reach rank 1 in February 2020. Everything was going right for him until one day he logged on to find out that his profile had been deleted. But not even losing months of progress could discourage him, so he made a new profile and went right back to grinding, reaching rank 1 in melons again in early December 2020. Another insane German farmer who started to play Skyblock because of Technoblade was Dawjaw. Unlike Hochlukas, Dawjaw didn't really care too much about leaderboards, and he just started farming since he wanted to make some coins and he had nothing better to do. The best crop for money at that time were carrots due to a lot of new pets being released, and since Dawjaw just wanted money, he chose to farm carrots. He ended up farming so much that he was able to hit rank 1 on the 12th of August 2020. But he didn't stop farming there, and he kept farming until he was stopped by the integer limit, forcing him to stop farming carrots for 1.5 years. Even though Dawjaw and Hochlukas had insane amounts of collection, they never reached number 1 in farming EXP, but the farmer called Queper did. When Queper started playing Skyblock, he instantly realized that he had no chance to compete with the tryhards, therefore he thought it would be funny if he became the best farmer. He chose to farm melons, pumpkins and sugar cane since they all were decent for money and gave a ton of farming EXP. This resulted in him getting a decent rank on the farming EXP leaderboard. But then on the 21st of August 2020 the admins updated the leaderboard system, removing all the wiped players from it in the process. Turns out all the farmers ahead of Queper in farming EXP were wiped, resulting in him getting number 1 on the same day the update happened. Sadly, Queper couldn't hold his rank 1 spot for long, and after only 2 weeks he lost his rank 1 spot to another German farmer called Schabi, who also was the number 1 pumpkin farmer at that time. Besides having many rank 1 spots, the German farmers had another major achievement around this time. When the Farming 60 update came out, most try-hard farmers already had the needed overflow farming EXP, so it was just a matter who was able to get all 10 unique gold medals first. And the first person who was able to find an easy method to get gold in mushrooms was Hochlukas, making him the first ever player to hit farming 60. Shortly after, Queper and Dawjaw also were able to get to farming 60, making the first 3 players to ever get farming 60 all German. But the biggest event for the German farming community was Trymacs falling in love with leaderboards and building a giant AFK cactus farm in order to get to rank 1. By doing so, he unintentionally motivated a lot of people to start building cactus farms too, since he isn't just some random player but one of the biggest German content creators. Out of all the people who tried to beat Trymacs, only the player Bischsowunderbar was able to actually beat him. Together with his co-op, he built a farm even bigger than Trymacs, allowing him to pass him and even reach rank 1. However, in December 2020 he lost his rank to Trymacs due to him going on holiday and not being able to play. But cactus wasn't the first crop Trymacs fell in love with. Before cactus he wanted to get to rank 1 melons. Seeing this, a melon lover who goes by the name MelonKingDe decided that he wanted to get to rank 1 melons and started farming. Quickly after starting to farm, Melon King realized that he needed to fuel his minions with catalysts. The problem was catalysts were expensive and melons didn't make enough money to fund all the catalysts. He therefore started to look for a way to make a lot of money in a short period of time, and soon he found the solution. Mushrooms. Before garden and mushroom cow, no one really knew how to farm them properly, making them a very good money-making method for those who had a working farm. So he started to farm mushrooms. After a while of farming, he realized that he may be able to get rank 1 in mushrooms, since nobody except Square MC, the number 1 mushroom farmer at that time, had an infinite mushroom farm. After farming mushrooms on the side for a long time, he finally reached rank 1 on the 11th of July 2022, and 1 year later he reached his main goal, becoming the #1 melon farmer on the 13th of May 2023. The previously mentioned farmer Square MC also is a German farmer. Before getting to rank 1 mushrooms and doing a carrot collection war against the future #1 carrot farmer, he was an EXP farmer, mainly farming pumpkins and sugar cane to get the max possible farming EXP. At that time the cheaters had reclaimed the farming EXP leaderboard, therefore Square got a lot of support from the farming community when he announced he was going for first place. And he delivered on his promise, passing most of the cheaters and reaching #1 on the API leaderboard. However, when he only had a few cheaters left to pass, another farmer passed him and all the cheaters in front of him. While Square was never able to pass Lotzi, he was able to pass the cheaters who were in front of him. All of this was a long time ago, so how is the German farming community doing today? Short answer, not well. You see, most of the German farmers started to farm in 2020, almost 4 years ago. In those 4 years a lot changed. Some farmers quit and some found other things to do in Skyblock. While the OGs retired, there wasn't any new German farmer who was able to reach rank 1, resulting in fewer and fewer spots being held by Germans. And on the 18th of March 2024, MelonKingDe got passed and lost his rank 1 melon spot. That meant it was the first time in over 3 years that no German was ranked first in a farming-related collection. Luckily, after less than 2 weeks, a new German farmer called Lenson777 managed to get back a rank 1 spot for the Germans. Lenson first started to take interest in the mushroom leaderboard when the mushroom cow got released. Later, when the garden came out, he realized that the top mushroom farmers didn't have such a big lead and he could get to rank 1. His motivation to get to rank 1 grew after seeing that MelonKingDe had lost his rank 1 spot and getting encouraged to keep farming by another top mushroom farmer. And eventually Lenson got to rank 1 mushroom on the 29th of March. What will happen in the future? Only time will tell.